Guys, Mad BRC here, James, and I'm just in my little workshop, spare room, doing a little bit of work. I was on the cars and I just thought I'm going to make a little video and show you guys. Just one little thing on the speed run challenge before I do. Old lightning's going well. So far I've got one filmed run and a good speed actually. You know, bottom of the leaderboard speed, but it's a speed and it's not bad for a starting point. I think it'd be all right. I'll see what I can get next. I'm trying to get on an airfield or something like that. Trying to get permission off this chap, and hopefully I can really let her go then. Just to talk to you about the little GPS. I see a lot of people tying her to the front, tying it at the back, like I tried to do it, but I had it on the back originally, and that barrel roll I put on there on YouTube. You could see it went flying. I couldn't even find it. It was in the edge. I found it in the hedge on the edge there, luckily. But yeah, so that didn't work. So what I did was, I literally, if you've got a standard driver, little driver figure in there, you know, the standard one, on the hoppers, you can actually just pop that in that little gap and then screw that down, and it holds that in, no matter how many rolls or whatever you have. It stays in there all the time. It just gets pinned in there. Once it's screwed down, screw the body down, it won't come out. It won't come past that driver figure. So, like you say, if you roll it or whatever, it will still be in there. And it'll protect it, and, you know, it's easy enough to read. You've only got to do what I was doing the other day. Just tip the car, shake it, and you can read it then. Or press the side button to reset it. Got a little plastic windscreen, so it's a little bit more tricky, but there's usually a gap there in there. But, yeah, so just a little tip. I don't know if any of you guys are going to bother doing that. Some haven't got driver figures at all or anything like that, because they got gear in there, but it helped me. Believe me, it was a disaster on the back there, so that works quite well. Whole lightning's doing well, so I'll see what I can get out of it next week. Yeah, I got this one here. This is what I want to talk to you about mainly. This isn't the original one I had as a kid, but it is a version of the same thing as I had as a kid. I'm 95% sure that this was the model and everything. I recognise the box, everything about it is ringing all the right bells. I'm pretty certain this is the one, but it was such a long time ago. But I played with it for hours. I had so many happy memories, you know, playing around with this little thing that was absolutely useless, really. But it was the key that opened the door to this fantastic hobby we're in. So I'll show you what I'm looking at here. It's a beautiful little thing, really. Radio Shack, good old Tandy Shops. Yeah, pretty beat up box, but it's all there intact. Manual, lovely. I never used to read these even as a kid, did you? But all the gubbins about what's what in there. That's some unit, isn't it? What a booty. Yeah. Felt a lot bigger back then, that did. There's that one there. And the actual car. Makes me feel all fuzzy. Just holding this. Takes me back. I can actually remember everything about it. I remember all this. It's not like it's paper stickers. And I got it all wet and I was upset by it because they all started coming off. I was cleaning it with a wet rag or something, I can't remember now, but I took them all off and I was gutted. I remember being really upset by that, like you were back then. But yeah, absolute classic car. We all had posters when we were teenagers, the posters of these, didn't we, on our walls? The old Lamborghini. But it's all working. I mean, it's a battery monster. 6 AA's, 19 volt but under there as well. I mean, back then, that was a lot of money on batteries, wasn't it? And if you had the rechargeables, they wasn't much cop. All working, like I said. I love those backlights. I remember that. Look at that. Awesome, isn't it? Turn her on. Another red light. Used to drive around in the dark back then, following this little red dot. You know, it's brilliant on the kitchen floors and things like that, but as soon as you took it outside, it did struggle on the smallest of little bit of gravel, but it did go. You've got one-wheel drive. There is no diff. That's just a free spinning wheel. One-wheel drive. Fantastic, eh? Steering, full left, full right. and it affects the back wheel, and I think it always did, if I remember right. But yeah, not fully functional here, but what a classic thing. And like I said, it just brings back so many memories, and I owe so much to this little model, really. It opened this door to this wonderful hobby, passion that we all share, and that little thing started it. If I didn't get that, maybe I would never have been in this hobby. Who knows? But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that, really, and let you know how my journey started. After that one, obviously, I realised that this was pretty poor, and I was looking at the bigger cars, and a friend of mine had a holiday buggy, and wow, I saw that, and I thought, I got to get that. I got to have that. I got to get one of them. By the time I had the money, or you know, I saved up, and my parents put some in, it was gone. It was not for sale. So I saw a hopper in my local toy shop, and fell in love with that. But then I saw the Subaru Brat and that truck body, and I thought, that's the one. So that's how my Tamiya journey started, with the Subaru Brat. But this little baby kicked it off for me. So that's why I can't believe, really, that it's so many years ago now. It's incredible, isn't it? I'm 51 now. I must have been about 8 when I had that, or something like that. Maybe even younger. But yeah, long time ago. But I'd like to hear your stories, really. What you started with. Was you lucky enough to start with a Tamiya or a Kyosho? You know, that's something else, isn't it? To start the hobby with that would have been amazing. But I suspect most of you guys probably started with the old Tandy specials, or the basic kind of toy grade ones. But it was a real thing. If anyone had a proper one back then, it was mind blowing. Especially if you saw that going up and down the street, you'd think, blimey, Charlie, here I was, a little one-wheel drive. Yeah. So just drop in the comments and let me know what you started with. And how you got into the hobby. What triggered it for you? What actually brought on the interest? So that's it, really. I just thought I'd drop that little video just to explain, how it happened for me, and what car was the start. So that little thing I owe a lot to, really. And now fully fledged in this hobby, and I don't think I'll ever leave it until I can't ever imagine me not having it in my life at the moment. I really can't. It's a big part of it. So like I said, I did it from 1983 up until 89, and then you guys know what happens then, don't you? The old leaving schools or whatever, and colleges, girls parties, and all the rest of it. You don't want to be playing with this kind of stuff, do you? You got real cars and bikes and whatever. And then I found a magazine. That's when I came back. It was 2008, and I found a magazine, and it had RCs in it, and that was it again. The flame just bang straight on, and it was like, wow, I'm back. So and it seems stronger than ever as well. This time around, I don't, because we're big boys now, aren't we? We can choose what we want and what we want to get and what we don't want to do. So but most of it I want to do. So it's just the old Bunsen burner that we haven't got enough of, have we? But yeah. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on now. Yeah, drop me in the comments. Let me know what you started with, and I'll be interested to read. Catch you later, guys. Cheers.